Okay, am I live on YouTube? I'm over here looking hella confused. Am I live? Hold on, let me see. Let me look on my own thing to see if I am live on YouTube. Oh, I am live on YouTube.
Oh, I am live on
Okay, I am live. What's up, people? I got something to say to y'all. It's your girl, D. Ray, the divine relationship alchemist, helping you heal your relationship with self to heal your relationship with others. What's up? What's up? I'm getting on here real quick to talk about this energy that I feel right now. The channels that have been coming through in regards to this energy. I just want to kind of talk to y'all about it. I just want to talk to y'all about it. So I'm gonna wait a little bit of time, let some people come into the chat room, and then we're gonna get into it. But the moral of this story for today, the moral of this story for right now is what goes around has already come back around. Usually we put that in like the future. What goes around comes around, like it's something that's going to happen in the future. But I'm here to tell you right now that what goes around has already come back around right now. Like right now, it's popping. It's a lot going on right now as far as our energies. And so I'm not going to wait no longer. Let me go ahead and get into it, right? So this number eight, the infinity symbol, right? This symbol right here, the energy of that number eight is very prevalent right now. And I just keep on getting these signs after signs after signs of what we have already sown in the past is actually reaping at this moment. The rituals that we've done in the past, they're manifesting right now. That's just what's going on right now. And so it's very important at this time to get introspective, right? To start looking within, not necessarily about taking a whole bunch of action, but more so taking inventory of where you are and where you have come from. Hi, my love. Thanks for the support. Anyway, so listen up. On January 5th, 2019, that was the new moon in Capricorn. Okay. And that was also a solar eclipse. All right. And then this July 16th was just the full moon in Capricorn, and that was a lunar eclipse. Hence, this card that came up in my little one card reading. This is the Eight of Cups. I did a one card reading today just to kind of get a vibe of what the energy was for myself. And this came up. And up here is the moon and the sun. It's the moon and the sun, almost like an eclipse situation is happening. And again, the eight. So right now is really about figuring out our emotions, and not necessarily even figuring out our emotions, but we're in a space right now where we're rising above our human emotions. So we're past the seven chakras and we're connecting to the eight, hence this little knot on the top of my head, right? We're tapping into that eight perspective, meaning we're looking at our situations from a God space and not from a humanly emotional space. All right. And so I just had to make this video because I'm realizing over and over and over again these different little synchronicities that are revealing to me that the work we've put in the past is manifesting now. Right? The work that we've put in the past is in full fruition right now. What we sowed, because new moons is about setting intentions. It's about putting energy in, right? What you've sown, what you've implanted into the seed of your subconscious mind is now fully in fruition, right? Like the full moon is bright, is vibrant, it's all there. And that's what's happening. The thing is, you have to get introspective. You have to take that internal inventory in order for you to have the realization of that, right? And so for me, it's not even necessarily about how these things are actually manifesting. It's The whole situation is mostly about the fact that spirit led me to look back, to search, to seek for these things, and then it just so happened to align. All right. So right now is such a strong time for introspection, for internal investigation, and for walking away from old human emotions and rising up. Walking away, just balancing out these emotions, right? Balancing out these emotions, departing from the old things that we've done. But more importantly, I say again, tapping within and giving yourself that pat on the back from where you've come from to where you are today. All right. We're leaving these human emotions, we're evolving, we're coming into our full God potential, God realized self. And it's so important to understand how we've got to this spot. It's not, and that's why I said it's not even about the destination. It's not about getting to that place to where, wow, I set that intention, I made that affirmation, and now it has manifested. Oh my gosh. It's not even about that, because when you get to that point, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I'm here. I'm here. And you feel grateful about it. You feel good about it. But then you automatically think about all the steps that have led you to getting to this space, to get into this place. Okay. And so whatever ritual you did in January for that new moon in Capricorn, that was right after the new year. So, at that time, we're putting in a whole bunch of rituals, a whole bunch of affirmations, just doing things so that we can set the tone and set the pace for our year. Well, we're more than halfway through this 2019. So right now you should be seeing the fruits of that labor, in which I am, which I'm gonna give y'all an example. So I did an affirmation, did a whole ritual January 5th, that new moon in Capricorn. And I took that very seriously because I'm a rising Capricorn, a Capricorn ascendant is my sign. And so I used that opportunity to create an affirmation and do a ritual that I feel I definitely wanted to embody within this year. And so here it is, right here, y'all. You can't see the affirmations, my little logo right there. I did this early January, to get ready for that eclipse, right? I vividly remember the eclipse, like wholeheartedly. I remember dreaming I going outside and trying to watch it. Like, I remember exactly what happened. Wow. Yeah, I definitely remember that. My daughter turned 1 the day after, so it was a very high energy time for us. But on that affirmation, some of the things that I put on it: I accept my purpose and move courageously every day to bring it into full fruition. That's totally happening. That's how I'm on here making these videos right now. It's manifesting. It's manifested. I embrace prosperity and wisdom that I receive from my relationships with my loved ones. Wow, that has happened. My grandma has already made a will or whatever for when she makes the transition, and she put in there that she allotted me a lump sum of money. And so that's that, embracing that prosperity. And then also the wisdom. I've had some challenges within my relationships with my loved ones, but we've overcome all of them up until this point. And I've gained so much knowledge, so much light, so much wisdom, so much understanding from those relationships and from those experiences. I mean, everything that I wrote on this paper, on this affirmation from that new moon in Capricorn, has come into full fruition at this moment. When I reflect and when I think about where I am right now, I know that it's manifested. So we're tapping into that 8, that infinity energy, that what you put in, you get back. All right. And so that's what this time is right now. It's an extreme time to be introspective, to really look at where you are and where you've came from, to really, I challenge y'all, because this is what I did. I went back, I told myself, I said, spirit channel to me, or one of those other, aspects of myself in these other realms, like Martin Kinney says, channel to me, go look and find that old affirmation from that new moon in Capricorn. I went and found it, right? Thank you, Spirit, for guiding me to be introspective and to figure out what I had put out there during that time. So that happened, and I found it. Okay, I found it, and it directly aligned with everything that is going on in my life like right now. But beyond that, even on a deeper note, last night or this morning, I kept on receiving channels about a product to make, some chakra blends, right? Some healing blends. Y'all already know I'm a healer, so I make concoctions. I've always just made them for myself, made them for my family, but now I'm going to share them. And so that was just on my mind. It was just on my mind all night and up and until this morning. And so I get up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to write this out. I'm going to write it down that I'm going to do this, and I'm going to write down how it's going to go, all of that good stuff like that. I go to my drawer to get one of my journals, and the first thing that is on top is this wrinkly old, you can't, because it's, well, yeah, if I pull it back like that, you can see how wrinkly this, it's so light. Okay, you see how wrinkly old this is? I wish I would have dated it, but I know exactly when I wrote this. But more importantly is what this paper says. It says chakra essential oil blends. Do you see how wrinkly this paper is? When I tell y'all I wrote this in 2017 and it's just now coming up to me right now to be something that I can actually seriously engage. So I'm grateful to Spirit for sending me the idea and giving me the willpower to write it out, what I'm going to do. But now I'm really being called to action to live out what I've actually written out 2 years ago. All right. What goes around has now come back around. And so Spirit has just channeled to be that right now is the perfect time to create this and to put it out there and let it help you heal your chakras as it has helped me heal my chakras. All right. Like, this isn't coincidence. This is what we call synchronicity that I would find. I found this the other day, found this today. It's not coincidence that I will find these things at this point in time. No, that's just the energy that we're in right now. We just had a full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn, right? At the beginning of the year, we had a new moon in Capricorn, which is a solar eclipse. So we just made a complete cycle. We just came fully around. You had the solar eclipse, now we just had the lunar. We had the new moon, now we just had the full in the same kind of energy. So we've just made this complete cycle. We did the complete, infinity. And I don't take anything for granted or anything as coincidence. Nothing is happenstance. Everything is on purpose. For example, I have put in my video about the negative thinking, the dangers of negative thinking. Go watch that video. It's just important to know, right? But I put in there that thoughts manifest in 17 seconds, right? 17 seconds, that 1 and that 7 equals 8. That's that infinity. I didn't think anything of it, but Woke Media commented on the video and said 1 plus 7 equals infinity, which equals manifest. What you put in, you get out. As above, so below, as within, so without, right? So right now, everything is coming back around full circle, right? The intentions that we've set, the emotions that we felt about different situations. Right now, things are coming back around and we are being able to reflect on the lessons that we've learned, right? Because we've reflected on them, because we understand how we was feeling emotionally when we created this thing, because we've actually went inside and asked ourselves, what does this mean? What did this experience serve to teach me? Because we've actually dealt with our human emotions, now we can walk away and start anew. Again, you see that sun, you see that moon, you see that water, and you don't even... It just keeps getting more and more spiritual for me as I even look at this card, because this goes hand in hand directly with my chakra blends that I'm making. And that is emotional intelligence. That's what cups symbolize, emotions. All of that water right there that he's, surrounded by, that's emotions. And so at this point, we have become intelligent to our own personal emotions, and we understand our own perspective, and we understand why we are in the situations that we are in right now, even if those situations seem unfavorable, right? Because a lot of people are going through experiences that do not feel good. But what I want you to do is to think back on the work that you was putting in January. Go through your files, go through all of your stuff, go through everything that you can, all of your spiritual work, the rituals that you've done, go back and check on it. Go back, reread those affirmations again. All right. Contemplate on the ritual that you did back in January. All right. If you cannot remember what you did, if you cannot remember the energy that you was putting out, then meditate it. Your spirit will give you the answers and let you know directly what you were focused on at that point in time. Whatever your focus was at that time is probably most likely affecting you in some way, shape, or form right now. Right? But at the end of the day, all the answers that you need to manifest whatever you want to manifest, to tap into whatever gifts you innately have, but you want to expound upon, to do any and everything that you want to do in this life, you already have all the answers to them. It's just a matter of asking yourself the right question, really going inside and seeking and trusting and believing that whatever answer you get from spirit is absolutely, undoubtedly true. Another thing that just channeled to me, another thing that just channeled to me at this very moment was, you see the guy right there, he has the rod with him. And when I was taking my spiritual bath, analyzing this card and letting spirit channel to me whatever I needed to receive for it to come out, the Bible verse, thy rod and thy staff comfort me. That Bible verse came to mind, thy rod and thy staff comfort me. And then the very next thing I thought about was in the Bible I don't know the Bible like the back of my hand, but I know some stuff. But when the guy had a stick and he dropped the stick on the ground, the stick turned into a snake. Y'all help me out if you know what I'm talking about. Nevertheless, the rod that is comforting you, the staff that is comforting you, is your own divine energy. When we think about the rod, we think about the snake, we think about Kundalini. And when we have our Kundalini awakening, that means that the energy has risen up through our 7 chakras and has evolved us past this human existence. Now we're tapping into our God body. And so right now is such a major time to be realizing that you are God and you have all the answers. You have all the answers. Everything that you are feeling and experiencing right now is in direct correlation to what you were thinking and feeling in the past. And if you want to do something differently about it, then you need to know what the source of it is. All right. And then you need to change your perspective. So let's say right now you may be having like some financial issues or something like that. Right now it's probably time for you to change your perspective on what prosperity is. All right. You can be prosperous by means of you have an abundance of love in your life. You have an abundance of laughter in your life. You have an abundance of peace in your life. Okay. So just be introspective right now. Really tap within yourself. Really think about the energy that you've put out over the past couple of months, right? Really think about the energy that you put out at the very beginning of this year. What were your intentions? What did you want to manifest? Have you seen it manifest? If you haven't seen it manifest, what in you is blocking you from actually having that realization? What in you is blocking you from having that moment of synchronicity or coincidence and you realizing, wow, I've done it? Okay? That's what time it is right now. All right. That's what time it is right now. It's really time for the introspection. And then the last thing I want to bring up right now is C. Freeman L's video. Energy is so vibrant and it's just touching my heart in so many ways right now. And so I just want to say, go listen to some C. Freeman L, because a lot of the messages that I'm receiving from him right now have to do directly with the energy that I'm speaking to you of right now, which is seek and ye shall find. All right. Seek and you shall find, meaning you do something, you'll see the results of that. Right now, we're all seeing the results of action that we've taken in the past. All right. Of feelings that we've had in the past. Right now, we're all realizing that. So at this point, at this moment, go search and seek for those things that you've put out there. And then also from C. Freeman L, know that you already have all the answers. All the answers dwell within you. Right? Again, seeking you shall find. Ask and you will get the answer. It may come in the form of a dream, a random thought, a synchronicity, a sign, a billboard, or whatever. But pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the symbols. All right? Because you want to have that moment of, wow, It's here. It's happening. Really? Don't miss the experience of really becoming one with whatever it is that you have manifested. That would really suck ass. That would really suck to have manifested something, to have manifested a new thought program, to have manifested a new way of being, a new way of living, a new way of feeling. It would really suck to have manifested that, but not to have the realization of it because you haven't sat down and got quiet. All right. What goes around has come back around. It's already here. I'm telling you right now, it is already here. All you have to do is take a moment or two or three. And like Mook said in her last video, hold space for yourself. Maybe you need to cancel out the friends. Maybe you need to cancel out the activities, but you need to do something to really go within and to analyze your present circumstance. All right. So y'all stay tuned for the chakra essential oil blends. They will be coming sooner than you know. I'll do another video specifically just on that. If you would like a reading or a consultation or a coaching session, please visit my website, www.relationshipalchemy.org. Donate to me, donate to my love, donate to Mood, donate to Travis, donate to Masterly Foolish. Just support the channels and the people that support you. Even, equal, give, and take. I mean, it's energy. Energy is currency. So thank you for even being here and sharing this video with me. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. All of that good stuff is just sharing. It's just sharing or giving value to one another. That's all we're here to do. But anyways, I hope you guys have had a great full moon in Capricorn. I mean, it's full fruition right now. I'm telling you, please. I would love to read in the chat or receive an email of somebody telling me a story of triumph, a story of victory, a story of manifestation, a story of I did this work, I put this energy in at the beginning of the year, and it has manifested now. I would really love to hear about that because it would just confirm to me what spirit has already channeled to me. I mean, I know I'm having the experience within myself, but if it's happening within me, then it's happening within other people too, because we family. So please, if you have an experience of something like this, or you know somebody who is really having that self-realization of the intentions that they've set, let me know about it. I want to celebrate with you. All right. Love you guys. Peace.